welcome back to the Give and Go. I'm your co-host Reynoso here with my boy
Soltero. What's up, guys?
Guys, W's in the chat, thumbs up on the stream if Lamine Yamal is the best 16-year-old you've ever seen touch a football.
We just saw history today, bro.
History with a stunner, a golazo.
God.
Lamine Yamal becoming the youngest goal scorer at the Euros in history after the banger he scored against France today to tie the game up 1-1. Spain then goes on to win the game 2-1. Thumbs up in the stream. Thumbs up in the stream, because what we saw today was the arrival of what's going to be a generational talent. He's been hinting at it, and already a lot of folks already are saying that. But I think today, showing up on a stage this big, a semifinal at the Euros, and being the man to tie the match up to then give Spain that momentum to get the victory, Lamine Yamal is him. He has arrived. He is the future.
Oh my God, bro. The prophecy has been spoken.
Yeah, it's on that level, bro. It's on that level.
No, it was crazy, though, because the moment was absolutely unreal. France were up 1-0 against what everyone's calling the best team in the Euros. Finally, there's pressure on the Spanish team. How were they going to figure it out? Because, you know, we've seen in the past, Spain, their offense goes a little bit weak in these moments, but this is a different Spanish side. Lamine Yamal is that difference. At 16 years of age, he takes it into his own hands and scores one of the craziest goals I've seen all season.
Dude, it's crazy. We all saw the photos of Messi holding Lamine Yamal as a baby. Have you seen those photos, bro? They've circulated the internet. Apparently, Messi was doing some charity event in his early days for Barcelona, and he held an infant Lamine Yamal. There are photos that exist. We can look them up later. He held this son, bro. He held the future of football in his hands. And you're right. The prophecy is actually coming true, because that goal, dude, that goal was one of the prettiest, if not the prettiest goal we've seen here at the Euros. The way it curled into the top corner, hit the post, went in over Mike Maignan, ties the match up, and then it's Dani Olmo who matches the level of dirtiness that Lamine Yamal had on his goal. And he has a beautiful, beautiful take. Absolutely cooks Tchouaméni in the process, dusts him, crosses him over. Beautiful strike. Koundé can't stop it. Hits the back of the net.
Yeah.
Dani Olmo and this entire Spanish team cooking, dude.
Oh, yeah. Dani Olmo, he's playing the best football I've seen him play, man. He's really taken that number 10 jersey, made it his own for Spain. He's having a phenomenal run alongside all of these Spanish players. Fabian Ruiz, Rodri, even Nico Williams, Alvaro Morata, I've seen give an energy I'm not used to seeing all the time. Like, this whole Spanish side is possessed. They're playing the best football at this tournament. But, bro, that touch from Dani Olmo, one of the filthiest improvisational touches I've seen in the box, completely does in Tchouaméni, and he follows it up with a brilliant shot. It's insane. The Spanish side is playing some scintillating football, and they've now booked their ticket to the final, and it's so deserved. Football won. France's defense ultimately was not enough. Spain played a perfect game today.
No, Spain matched that defensive intensity, bro.
Yes.
Their defense was incredible. Laporte out there bleeding for his team. Nacho was incredible too. And, you know, at the beginning, it actually looked a little hesitant, because Jesus Navas started in place for the great Dani Carvajal, and Mbappe feeds in a beautiful assist to Kolomuani to give France the lead 1-0. But that's what's so special about the Spanish team. Bro, they flipped this game within 25 minutes.
Yeah, it was
and from then on out, basically saw the result, because what followed afterwards was a France team that just really couldn't truly generate that one true opportunity at goal. I counted 2 shots that could have been better than what we saw. For example, the Theo Hernandez shot at the top of the box where he was wide open. Ball pops out to him. It's on his weaker foot, I believe, and he just skies it absolutely.
Terrible shot.
But then the biggest one, 85th minute, Bradley Barcola breaks the midfield, feeds in a beautiful ball to the one and only Kylian Mbappe, the man you would want if you're a French supporter to be at the end of these opportunities. He's driving the ball, gets into the box, confuses his defender. He has space, he has speed, and he scores a field goal. 3 points to France. They're playing NFL football out there, bro.
Yeah. And it's actually really depressing, because this has been Mbappe's whole tournament. He can't figure out the Euros, and even without the mask, you know, Mbappe goes ghost in this game. It's so disappointing, because, you know, going into this tournament and throughout this whole season, Mbappe has been billed as the next guy after Messi and Ronaldo, but he's had such a bad tournament, man. And I think that singular shot that you just described sums up his entire tournament, and low-key this entire season too, because he ultimately didn't show up in the Champions League when PSG needed him to. He does the same thing for France. I thought his space creation was a lot better today, but bro, he has not figured out his finishing.
No.
He's lost it. Low key, he's got shooting yips because I just have not seen this low confident of an Mbappe in front of goal.
Yeah.
He can't get it on target anymore.
Yeah, 25 is the new 38. He's washed. 16 is a new 25. That's what we're seeing now with the experience that we saw from Yamal today. I don't know, man. I'm actually a little concerned about Mbappe because I feel like it's more than just shooting, though. It's his confidence on the ball, the way he attacks players. This is not the same Mbappe we saw in 2018 France that dominated the World Cup, or even in 2022 at the World Cup as well, that stepped up to save France to keep them in that game against Argentina. This is not the same Mbappe.
It's not.
So I don't know if it's just a matter of maybe playing too many games. Maybe he's tired. Maybe it's the mask. I don't know what it is, but I need him to just take a break, take a month off, just reflect, because I am just slightly worried about what we're going to see from Mbappe next season, because just talking about form, who's been playing better, especially once he's at Real Madrid, I think that team is looking like they're going to be aiming at Vinny Jr. as the main man up top with the form that they're in going into next season, bro.
Yeah, and I have the exact same thought. How is Mbappe's form going to translate or transition into next season, given that he's going to be at a new club, a new league? There's going to be a lot of pressure on him to finally get a Champions League. So this is not the situation you want to be in if you're Kylian Mbappe. But he has the skill, the IQ, and the experience to make it his own next season, regardless of what's going on. So I'm not saying it's doom and gloom for Mbappe, but this is so interesting for his career narrative.
And it kind of goes the same for the rest of France. It goes for the same for ultimately the tournament that we saw for them. It's really interesting, the takeaway here, because for as highly as we speak about Spain and everything they've done and everything they've achieved, they deserve the victory today. France almost had it for a second. They were leading the game, and then Spain got the result back, but I'm curious. I'm seeing in the chat people are saying this is the downfall of France's golden generation. This is the shift in what we're seeing of the top European teams with France, the incredible run they went on in 2018, and then also getting to the final in 2022. Is that it? Is this the downfall of France? Is it that dramatic? Or is this just ultimately almost like the challenge that France face when they play in their Euros? They just can't lift their Euros, bro. They just can't in this modern era of football.
Yeah.
And they just struggle to really lift it, man.
Yeah, because, I mean, actually, great point. In 2 years' time, going into the World Cup, I'll probably say France can go to the semis.
Yeah, they're still
stacked. They still have some of the best players in the world. I mean, they made a Euro semifinal by kind of just walking there. That's how naturally good they are. Now, they lost to a better team today in Spain, and I think that's where France will have to get better. But for me, the ultimate takeaway here is their offensive weapons just didn't show up. We already talked about Mbappe. And the Mbappe we know, the Mbappe we've seen before, did not show up at this tournament. But, I mean, Dembele, but he was bad.
Dude.
He could not connect a pass. His dribbling penetration, his activity was good. But when you needed him to make a decisive moment, he completely failed. But then it doesn't stop there. Antoine Griezmann, bro, I mean, he got benched today.
Yeah.
Think about that. Yeah. He has been there, the guy who makes it click in the offense, who the glue between the defense and the offense. Yeah. And all the way I can sum up Griezmann's performance was heavy touch. He had the heaviest touch every time in every single game. So much so that Deschamps was like, I got to bench you, bro, because it's just not working right now. Marcus Thuram, who was fantastic at Inter Milan this season, gets benched in these last two matches because ultimately he didn't show up in this tournament. Kolo Muani comes in, he gets a good goal, but he goes for the rest of the game, just like Mbappe did after getting that really good assist. The chemistry is just not there offensively with France.
Yeah, sub in Giroud. He had to go back to his old man, Giroud. Like, they had to rotate their striker 3 times, not just in this game, but like throughout the entire tournament. There's no solid man up top the way that we knew it was going to be Mbappe and Giroud and Griezmann. Like, that front line was so strong.
Yeah.
Now it's questionable. Same with the midfield, low key too. They shifted that out as well. Yeah. I'm interested to see how France approaches the next couple of years. The talent and the talent pool is still there for them to dominate and play at a very high level, but this tournament ultimately just really posed that question of, can they get their offense back on track at a major tournament? Because this is the worst I've seen France offensively since like the 2010 World Cup, bro, when they got grouped.
Dude, this was terrible. True. This was terrible. So bad.
And I see a comment about how, they're going out there just to defend, not so much to get a result. They're not going out to their win. And I think that's shown in the offense that we see for France, the inability to take on players. I love what I saw from Bradley Barcola today, because he was one of the only guys, taking players on, using his skill moves, using his handles to get by players and then breaking the defense. I didn't really see that from the rest of this French team. So that's France. But as for Spain, another point I wanted to mention was Nico Williams was a little off today.
Yeah,
a little off today. But it's kind of incredible that a player of that quality can be quote unquote off, and the rest of the team can just make up for it, bro. Because you had Lamine Yamal doing his thing. Rodri, we gotta talk about Rodri because we've spoken so highly about Yamal. Rodri is now in a Euros final, bro, and he's been a winner, dude, for the past 2 years. Rodri is so crucial, so important to the Spanish side, and the last 24 months he's had of football have been just incredible, bro.
Dude,
incredible.
Such a good point. Rodri's an absolute beast. He is probably the greatest central midfielder alive right now. You can't take the ball off him, but he's also incredibly good at ball retrieval. And then you put him in the offense when you have possession, he can find something, either the pass or he gets sneaky, he gets a goal from outside the box. Rodri is a complete midfielder, and he's a huge part of why Spain's ticking right now. But then you have players like Dani Carvajal, who didn't even play today. Navas comes in, Vivian comes in from Athletic Bilbao, and they do a really good job defensively, making sure that there's no real misses there. Carvajal's going to now be completely fresh for that final, and he's going to dominate that right-hand side, both defensively and offensively. And as you said before, we actually kind of seen something similar in this tournament. There was a game where Lamine Yamal didn't do anything, and that was the game Nico Williams went completely off. There's so much offensive fluidity in the Spanish team. You just need one or two guys really working, and the rest will figure it out. It's brilliant to watch Spain play right now.
I've been thinking about how stocks have been improving regarding Reynoso Mountain and also the Ballon d'Or race with the players that have been stepping up this tournament. Lamine Yamal stock has absolutely skyrocketed. Oh my God. Rodri, who is already like in the top 7 for me, incredible so far. Koundé, he's been great. I don't think he gets into the mountain, but he's been great this tournament. Barcelona fans are having a great tournament so far. Koundé was good.
Koundé was really good.
Yeah, Koundé was good. And then I'm missing another. I would say Dani Carvajal scoring in the Champions League final, and now the performances we've seen this entire tournament, he has to get into that mountain. Maybe not top 5, but he needs to be top 30 player in the world because he has been incredible this season, man. Incredible.
He's been amazing. Fabian Ruiz too, I think, has really increased.
That's a big one.
Just the stock of his value.
No, you're
absolutely.
Right. You're right. Let's look at some super chats here. We have some super chats from the Give and Go folks. I'm loving the activity in the chat. What we got? Diego Garcia, our boy, says, "Let me ruin your day. After this instant classic tomorrow, we have to watch England play. Salto, please get the R9 cut. Reynoso, let me shave your head." You stay away from my head. Man. You stay away from my head, Diego. Stay away from my head, bro. You're not getting close to my head. But you're right. England tomorrow, we'll see if they're able to match the intensity and the energy of this game and what Spain gave us, because Spain, once again, just balled out.
I will say every game that the Netherlands play in, they make it fun. So I think no matter what England do, the Dutch are going to make it fun. So don't worry, y'all.
That's facts. Marco Carmona says, Lamine Yamal is going to be insane this upcoming season in La Liga. The Reynoso Mountain Destroyer. I like that nickname, dude. The Reynoso Mountain Destroyer. You're right, though, because he's been on the precipice of getting into my mountain for the past season. But, looking at his season with Barcelona, obviously it was really impressive for the age and everything he's achieved. But at the end of the day, he had like 5 goals. He had like 4 assists or something like that. It wasn't too crazy.
He also wasn't starting every game.
And he wasn't starting every game, right? Because Rafinha was starting in his place. So I think next season is Lamine Yamal season to absolutely take over. That's going to be crazy. If health is kind to him, Lamine Yamal could very well cement himself as one of the best wingers in the world just at the age of 17. Marco Carmona says, Olmo made me believe that Xabi Alonso was back on the field for that moment. Dude, that touch, man.
Crazy touch, bro. Seriously. Tchouaméni, with all his IQ, all his athleticism, all his know-how at Real Madrid, got completely crossed by Dani Olmo.
Crossed. They were on a basketball court for a second there, man. Olmo crossed his ass over. Endrick Navas says, Rabiot quote, aged like milk. Lamine, checkmate.
Jeez.
That was, for reference, Rabiot said something along the lines of, he's been great this term, but let's see if he can show up on like a big stage or something that. He really doubted him. And Lamine Yamal scored that banger in front of Adrian Rabiot.
I'm telling you, bro, we saw a Messi moment. This is what Messi did 15 years ago, 20 years ago when he made his debut. Lamine Yamal has just pulled off a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, scoring a massive, massive goal in insane style in a semifinal at the Euros. The stage does not get bigger.
This felt like a compilation moment. When you look at a highlight reel, this is what's going to be at the very beginning, and you can look back on this game, and the comment section is just going to be like, damn, the day Lamine Yamal presented himself on the big stage.
Yep.
Endrick Navas, already read his. OG Queen says, Yamal is my player. Proud of him. Anyway, I'm headed to MetLife for Copa America semifinal, going for my job in Manhattan. See me at row 129.
Damn, man. You
bro.
got a banger waiting for you, bro.
Bro, at this point, let me know what you're going to get to eat, dude. I want to know every detail. You give me every detail to your experience, man. Enjoy the game, bro. I hope it lives up to the ticket prices. Jay Patel says, forget the Mbappe versus Haaland debate. Yamal versus Endrick is the next Messi versus Ronaldo debate. You can't change my mind. Yamal with a banger. Did you know that Endrick, the only pass he completed in the game against Uruguay was a kickoff pass?
Yeah, I'm good on Endrick for now, bro. I mean, Yamal is so much better. It's not even close.
Bro, we gotta wait. We gotta wait
with Endrick.
Endrick, I need to see him play in La Liga because that's the first stipulation is the fact that Endrick has been playing great for his age, but it was in the Brazilian league, which is very impressive. But when we're comparing it to Lamine Yamal, he was playing Champions League football. He was playing La Liga football and shining. So I definitely am siding with Lamine Yamal for a good while.
A good while.
Julian Campos says, it's really off topic, but if you were a manager, what would be more upsetting? The red card for Weah or Julian penalty and then Pineda missed the pen? Okay, so referencing the
Copa
America.
Here.
I'd be more upset with the red card, I guess. Because penalties... that happens, but red as a coach, as a manager, red cards and the way that red card happened said a lot about the coach, in my opinion.
As a manager, you definitely the red card because there's just nothing you can do about that. Whereas a penalty, you kind of know it's 50-50.
Yep.
You kind of know that there's a chance to miss it. Whereas a red card is completely avoidable.
Yep.
So yeah.
El Rey Vélez says, sup boys, as a Barca fan, I'm hopeful for our future with Yamal. Hopefully we get Nico Williams. Like I said, today was incredible for Barcelona fans. Lamine Yamal, everything he's achieved for you guys has been incredible. He's going to be your future star for the next 10, 15 years. Koundé, and the performance you saw from today, he's one of the best fullbacks straight up, bro. He's one of the best fullbacks in the world right now. My goodness. And then also Nico Williams potentially going to Barca. If you guys do end up getting him, this whole tournament has been incredible for him as well. I think there's another player I'm missing, but so far, so good for Spain and Barcelona. Do we have any other super chats?
Yeah, that's it.
I believe that's it on super chats. Guys, who is the man of the match? Let's do the man of the match award. Is it as simple and as easy as a 16-year-old man, soon to be 17 this weekend, I believe, Lamine Yamal winning it?
We have to. He just made history, the youngest goal scorer at the Euros ever, and just the moment itself was massive. Getting back into the game, Spain, and dude, it's just a crazy shot, bro. The diagonal, the trajectory that ball went on, and then crashing off the post. Maignan at full stretch. What a goal.
I can't believe it, man. I can't get over it, man.